Welcome, race fans from around the globe. Here they come, out of turn 4, to the white flag, and it's 1 to go.
All right, welcome to One to Go Studios coverage of the Into Being Split Decision Turtle Shells Triple Threat live from Daytona International Speedway at night. And I'm Harold Darner with Ken Kushwa. The guys gave me a little bit of a change here. I didn't catch us gridding this early, but it looks like that's what's happening. I'm not sure. So they are gridding at this point, but I don't see anybody on the racetrack. Might be able to see what's going on here. So, Ken, give me a little bit of rundown. What do you think we should be expecting tonight here at Daytona while we try to figure some of this stuff out?
Well, as long as we kill the gremlins like we had in the kickoff earlier, we should be fine. It looks like a beautiful night in Daytona, unlike up here in the Northeast, which is currently having a snowstorm in the state of Delaware and where Harold's calling from as well. 3 different cars or 2 cars and a truck. 3 different series on the track at the same time. Now, the good news is it's a super speedway. Not only is it a super speedway, it's Daytona, the Super Bowl super speedway. So is there room? There is. Is it going to be fast? Absolutely. And will there be chaos? Well, if it turns out to be like it was last year, yeah, there's a good chance there will be plenty of chaos going on. What you can expect is different lanes, different moves, cars gaining on other trucks, cars gaining on other cars at a high rate of speed. Sometimes that closing rate's a little too fast, and that can cause a little chaos as well. So if you were tuning in to get a dull and boring race, you've tuned into the wrong thing. If you're looking for something to change your evening and just see a whole lot of utter chaos out there, well, you're going to see that tonight, that's for sure.
All right. I'm working on something right now, Ken. I'm having some issues with me getting to see or change anything. It may have been how I entered in the race, but I've never seen this problem before.
We
hey, Kevin.
have to create a new session.
Oh,
We have
good.
to create a new session. So that's what's going on.
All right. Well, that helps me out because I'm going, I can't see anything. This is
No,
killing me.
it filled up. If we have a couple drivers that can't get in, it filled the session up. So
Okay.
There'll be a new one. It'll be under leagues again here in a second.
All right, Kevin, appreciate
All
that.
right.
So, viewers, that's why I'm freaking out. Let's get a restart here, Kevin, and we'll work on this again.
We'll be back.
And I'm worried about that I messed this up. And hey, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Who knows? Can't prove it.
I'm going to let Facebook.
Welcome, race fans from around the globe. Here they come, out of turn 4, to the white flag, and it's 1 to go.
There we go. All right, welcome back, race fans, to take number 2 of One to Go Studios presenting Into Being LLC's Triple Threat, live from the high-banked oval of Daytona International Speedway underneath the lights here in Daytona Beach, Florida. I'm Harold Darner from One to Go Studios with my right-hand man, Ken Kushwa. Ken, I can see the sun's going down.
Sun's going down.
Sun's going
Which
down.
only means one thing, Harold.
It's time to race.
It's time to go racing.
That's
it's
right.
Absolutely time. And of all places, as we talked about before we got kicked off and had to restart all over again, the Super Bowl of racing, Daytona.
Definitely Super Bowl of Daytona.
Yep.
Here is the butt kicker weather. Season opener right here is partly cloudy. Air temperature 71. The track temp's only 74. Pretty darn good for Florida. But you know, it's that humidity that'll get you every time.
That'll kill you every time.
9
Absolutely.
miles an hour for the southeast winds that are coming up. Man, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We've done this. Deja vu for the One to Go Studios group is we're back to hosting the season opener for the Triple Threat. We just did this, didn't we?
Only, though, this time, Harold, the cool part is they get us all year now.
Oh, man. They get
You
us
don't
for
just get
the season. Okay.
out of these guys. No, you don't get that extra little second race. No, we're calling the season for you, folks. So I hope you're ready for it. We got some surprises. There's a hairy little friend of mine that is waiting to introduce himself to all of you fine folks that are listening, watching, and or driving. But yeah, Harold, man, this is awesome. A new season, ready to go, man.
And these cars, they're all over the racetrack. It said, I have very few times in my productions have I had to scroll through the timing screen. And guess what? I'm scrolling through a timing screen, Ken.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I've scrolled through like 2 or 3 times just to make sure I haven't missed anybody else. I mean, Bill Klingbeil dropped in there, and I'm like, where did he come from? So, yeah, I'm a little shook by it, but. I see Larry Dickerson on here, man. We wish you were racing with us, but hang in, and if you watch us, let us know how you are. You can chat with us, man. I'll be following you all night. We are on Twitch, so I can talk to you on Twitch. I will talk to you on Facebook. We are currently not on YouTube, but hey, these are great feeds anyway, so it doesn't really matter, right, Harold?
2 out of 3 ain't bad, I guess, is what I'm going to hear, but hey. Let me see what Dave's looking for. We are qualifying.
Here we go. That's my boy right there. That's the one I'd like to call out early. Hadn't gotten to talk about his name in a while, but look at the paint scheme on Mr. Taco Gortman rolling out there in the 16 car, Harold. You can't miss him.
Taco
And you can't miss that
Gortman.
truck either. Goodness gracious, look at that thing.
Wow. So I'm trying to. We got everybody running all around here today, so I'm trying to get to everyone. There's Taco. All right, let's get to him. We'll get
There he
ahead.
is.
We'll get into with him. There he is in that 16 machine. Be the first driver out.
We got some fun names actually in there. I remember calling the last time. We got Tyler Turtle Rush. Love calling that name out. Matthew Boston Wheeler instead of Boston Whaler. Love it. Can't. These guys, I like these guys. They got some fun going on, and the paint schemes never disappoint. And what a surprise! Taco Bell on Taco Gortman's car.
That's it. So right now, we're looking for guys to put some times down. A little bit of overlay discussion. How about that? Let's talk about overlays, right? As you can see, Taco is in a bright yellow background underneath that 16. You see them on the left-hand side as well, and everything is, and it also corresponds to the yellow fin on his car, showing that he is in the Cup division.
Yellow is Cup. Everybody got that? Yellow is Cup.
Is Cup division. Right. That's right. Then we have the Xfinity Series. Like this is Adam Benefiel. And he is in red with the red numbers and all that, the red fin and all the reds on there. Just noting he is in the Xfinity division.
Ladies and gentlemen, red is Xfinity. Yellow Cup, red is Xfinity. Go ahead, Harold.
And that's one more. We got one more.
One more.
And this is the 08. And that's a truck. He's in blue.
That is indeed.
And he's in blue. So,
all right.
To help everybody out, we're going to try to keep everything together.
Everything we can. Blue is trucks. So if we talk colors, now you got it. Yeah. And there will be a test at the end of all this. If you can remember everything after the excitement that's about to hit your screens, you deserve a medal, because I'm not even sure we're going to be able to handle all the stuff that's hitting our screens right now. I've got Harold's got a setup. I've got a setup. I've got a giant screen with two running there. I've got Facebook with that running there. I've got the stuff in the middle. I've got my cell phone I'm running. I'm chatting with people. And then Harold on top of that has like the mad scientist set up at his house. So folks, we got a lot we got to follow. So if we doze off or something like that, it's only because our minds melted. That's all. Not to mention we have a snowstorm going on outside too.
Well, YouTube did take it, but for some reason it named it from the Black Magic Designs endurance team. So there are people out there as well. So
okay, well, YouTube, we love you, but
everybody's
over to Facebook or Twitch, wherever you want to be, we're gonna follow you.
I'll have to rename that. So, but we are on everybody. So
we are on everybody now.
So let me get. Oh, guess who I found?
Who'd you find?
I found a tiny horse.
What?
I found the tiny horse.
Where'd you find the tiny horse?
He's right there. He's on my screen. Number 38, Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Johnson.
You know, Mr. Tiny Horse. So yeah, I had dealt with him a lot with the North-South Racing League, and I told him if he win, he was going to tell you why he's named that.
Oh, well, he better. Then I expect him to win, daggone it. All right, so let's just tell everybody out there right now. Listen, if you're watching on Facebook and you got something to say, chat it up. I will respond. I am watching, and you will get mentioned on the air as well most times. If I like your comment, a whole bunch, we'll talk about it instead of, anything else. I'm also on Twitch. If you're watching us on Twitch, you can chat there, talk to me. My Twitter feed is there as well.
Oh, wait. I got something for that.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh, you got something for that. Here you go, folks.
Yeah, we got stuff, man. Come on.
We got stuff. I apologize, Harold.
You got to do that. So I'm trying to do about 10 things right now. There we are. Boom.
There we are. See? There we are, ladies and gentlemen. At Cushy32 and at One Go Studios. We are, you can send me anything you want. I'll respond. It doesn't matter to me. But
the little birdie go tweet.
He does.
Okay.
Not as much as he probably should, but yeah, he tweets.
Okay. But yeah, everything's going around there. But the tiny horse, he ends up.
Where did he end up? Yeah.
9th overall, 1st with the Cup cars.
There you go.
So let me try to get somebody else on the TV screen. There's so much going on right now, Ken. There's cars everywhere.
It's going to be an absolute utter chaos thing tonight. So, and they're going to look at us for quite a while, it looks like, Harold.
Yep, they are, because they got to turn it off. There's Josh McKinney. He's out there, currently in the 13th spot in his class, in the red class.
And the red class is what again, Harold?
Xfinity cars.
There you go. Xfinity cars.
Which they look like they're the fastest here so far. Which we found interesting under qualification conditions the pickup race in Chicagoland for the pre-race. The trucks were the fastest in qualifying trim, which was interesting. And then the Cup cars, then the Xfinity cars. But then when the race started happening, the trucks quickly were overtaken by the Cup Series.
Yes. Well, Chicago turned out to be quite the example of just didn't make sense at first, but then all of a sudden it worked out, and those Cup guys got together, and that was all she wrote.
You know, there are 22 people watching us, and the chat has gotten really quiet.
I know. I listen, folks. I don't think you know how we work. So here's how we work: we chat, we talk, we point things out. Man, tell us we're stupid. I don't care, but don't leave our chats quiet. We can't do that. Facebook is just. It's like I saw a tumbleweed blow by on my screen, Harold.
Oh,
how does that happen?
That's not good.
That's not good at all. And I know I've shared it. So if anybody's gotten it from me and you aren't on, I mean, we got 16 viewers as far as I'm showing on my end on Facebook, but I don't know what we got here on Twitch. We've only got 2. You guys are sad. So sad.
Sorry. Put it up where you can get it, you know.
Yeah.
And if you don't get it, call your cable operator and tell them you need it. Wendigo Studios.
Okay, Josh McKinney, you can't get on there and say how awesome you are if you're awesome. You are awesome. I got you. Nice job, though. Love it.
Takes it a whole nother level there.
Now that's what I like. I like when that kind of stuff. We love drivers jumping in. We do. We do it anywhere at any time. Yeah. It is. It's good.
Yeah, everybody's already qualified. I'm looking for cars, and I only see the 13 out here currently.
Well, I mean, he's got nothing to worry about now, does he?
That's true.
Folks, I can't even scroll and keep all of the amount of trucks we have tonight. This is awesome.
It's like 43 drivers in tonight right now that I can tell.
So I don't know if we should tell them ahead of time what's coming, or should we not tell them what's coming?
I think surprises happen. So
surprises happen. Okay. Well, let's hope
we got Andrew Turner checking in. Yes, I understand, Andrew. The YouTube labeled is wrong. Streamlabs was supposed to override that, and it didn't. But I appreciate you found your way here. And then we got Facebook coming with Kerwin, Carmack, and Anderson giving us their. Wow. Cap, Benefield, Manning, Waring, and
William, we gotta have one, buddy.
Well, maybe he's picking one for me. He's picking one for each series. I see he's
my bad, William.
And then Patrick says go 99. So
go 99.
But
okay.
Andrew, I got it. We're gonna fix it afterwards, and I guess I'll have to just schedule. I did not do any scheduling. I usually don't because it causes some other issues. But hey, at least you found us. I'm appreciative of that. You found us. Because right now it says Black Magic Endurance Racing, which is my team from the Daytona 24, which my computer completely melted down and we got wrecked. But hey, we finished 9th. So, yeah.
And once again, William, my apologies. I just came off an illness. I'm just going to go off of that. I'm slow tonight, but thank you. I get it now.
Got it.
And for Harold and I to try to pick winners tonight out of all 3 series, dude, I don't know how we're going to do it, but I've got some. I'll throw them out there whenever you're ready.
Sure. Go ahead. I'll let you go first. You're always you like to write stuff down. I don't. I'll just try to wing it.
Well, yeah. Okay. So, going to the truck series, I always it's one of those things where I'm just gonna go out on a limb on this one. I'm gonna take my man Jorge Canales. The last time I remember calling a truck race, I got to say his name a couple times. He could be a dark horse. I'm going with Jorge Canales. As far as the Xfinity guys goes,
now Jorge is actually in the B class. He's in a Toyota Supra. I saw. Yes, the number 71 is in a Toyota Supra Class B.
Why is it showing blue?
In the timing screen, we talked about this.
We talked about this.
In iRacing, he's in light blue, which he should be red.
I'm done.
Okay.
Folks, I got no idea. Let's just say that
we fixed
Jorge's going to be one of my picks.
See it. So Jorge is a B driver. So you need to give me a gold, and on your screen,
Taco Gortman. Taco Gortman.
Okay.
Now I'm going to pull my friend. I'm gonna call his name right out the gate because he's got to be there. And what do I need now? Nathan Manwaring. I'm going Nathan Manwaring.
Okay. Nathan Manwaring is also in a B class car, so you'll have to pick a truck.
No, no.
So right now on our scoring boards, that's 28th through 41st is the trucks. You know, folks, we're working on it. That's all I can tell you.
I'm gonna quit tonight before anything starts, and I don't, I get the first award. So okay, so I'm gonna go with Matthew Boston Wheeler.
All right.
All right.
All right. So,
Matthew Boston Wheeler.
all right. I will pick Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson in the cup
Well,
car
you have to.
because I know him and we followed each other quite a bit. In the B class, I think I like Adam Benefill. in the number 9.
I'm not surprised by that.
And the last driver, Matthew Kopp in the 22 for the trucks. And we're getting ready to go.
You'll make William happy there. Andy Turner's got James Turner. Ryan Cruz says 00 all the way. Mr. Ramsdale is a hack. Well, that's lovely. We've already got bullets being fired. Love it, Patrick. And you haven't even hit the field, haven't even hit the track yet. And then I might not be racing, but in my head, I've already won the race. Absolutely, Larry. Great job, buddy. Let's just go ahead and give Larry a round of applause for winning in his mind. That's all that really matters. Everybody else can just go somewhere else. Good job. Nice run, Larry. Proud of you, buddy. And William likes your Adam Benefill pick.
Okay.
Apparently.
All right, let's get out on the racetrack and get to the grid. How about that?
Oh, this ought to be fun. Next week, we'll have the race actually happen. It'll take us 4 weeks to get through the grid.
Yeah. All right, here's the grid. Boom. All right. So, starting off with the B-class drivers in red. Inside row 1, John Peterson. Outside him, Stephen Wood, John Humphreys, and Vinny Tabai, I believe is how it was said in the bio. I have to get that. Vinny, square me away if I got it wrong. Michael Gitchell inside of row 5. Outside him is Mark Ackerman in 37. Guillermo. There you go. Alvarez and Jeff Ramsdale will finish out row 4. There you go, Ken.
All right, row 5, the man, Jorge Canales. Mike Allward in the 70 on the outside of that. Row number 6, Ryan Johnson in the Cup car. Richard Crane as the last Xfinity car there. Keith Fonseca in the 61 in row 7. Andy Turner on the outside. And then in row 8, my choice, Taco Gortman in the 16. And Kayla McCarthy in the 24.
Keep running down here, 17th. Position, Kevin Bernheimer, Patrick Anderson in row 9, row 10, Luke Smith and Nate Johnson. Row 11, Josh McKinney and Bill Klingbeil. In row 12 is Tyler Rush and Dave Gilbert.
All right, row 13, number 77, Bo Ross out of Benefill on the outside. Justin Gibbs in the 93 in row 14, and Matthew Wheeler on the outside there in the 60. Caleb Ellswick in the 66, Matthew Kopp in the 22, David Scott there in row 16 in the 31, and then Dylan Clark in the 34 in the outside of row 16.
Row 17 is Corey Herrigs and Ryan Cruz. William Page and Thomas Taggart in row 18. Row 19 is Kevin Gironi and David Desperos. Jacob Hirsch and Marty Brown will finish out 39 and 40 in row 20. Then we got a few more here. Chris Finnegan and Josh Saucy and Nathan Manwaring will finish on the tail end of 43 vehicles in 3 divisions on 1 racetrack.
As the great line from the movie Airplane, it said, I picked a bad time to stop drinking.
I picked a bad time to stop anything.
Man, here we go. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, put the dogs and the cats away, lock the front door, and just get ready for a wild ride, because it's going to be nuts.
Pacecar takes him around, getting ready to go. Car will jump off the racetrack. We'll have 90 minutes of racing to go.
And away he goes.
Yeah. Green flag is out.
Now, folks,
so
go ahead.
95 minutes, 1 hour and 35 minutes is the race. at 70 to go on the clock, so 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 40 minutes left on the clock. A competition caution will come out as the 17 is our race leader with the number 4 directly behind him, and that top line has yet to go.
Yeah, they almost look like they dropped an anchor for a moment. The 19 is out there on the outside trying to make a move, and it'll take a lap or two before it really starts to settle out. I was going to say what we'll try to do, folks, as best we can, because there is so many cars and trucks. We'll do our best to kind of keep you up to date as to who's leading in what group and how it's all moving as best we can. As you can imagine, there's a lot going on with 3 different series on the track at the same time. But they're roaring to about full song here in just a moment, aren't they, Harold?
Yes.
Larry's called out 3 big ones tonight. 3 big ones. Does that...
3 biggins, huh?
Yeah, I'd hate to see that early, but there you see a car kind of pushed down. He's going to let everybody go by and kind of take my guess is that's a safe route move, it looked like. No need to be in the chaos and get hit early.
All right, and YouTube, I did fix the title, so thanks to Andrew Turner for pointing that out, and I was able to go back and fix it. So I can worry about racing now.
Oh, can you? Well, thanks for doing that.
No problem.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, he's allowed to help me now.
Mr. Cruz, you're going to see up in the upper right-hand corner as our fastest lap pops up with the fastest car of the session. As we see, we just starting off in the first couple laps, and the things have popped up there like 4 or 5 times, I think.
I know. There's that Vinny Tybee on the outside there with that rising sun, or the land of the rising sun, almost front hood scoop there.
Yeah, that 47 is rocking the high side with the help of the 37 of Ackerman. And these B cars are leading the way with only Ryan Johnson in the 5th position. That's Tiny Horse. He's the first Cup car, and trying to see exactly where he is in this mess. We'll try to get down to him. We zoom on in there. There he is. There's Ryan's car. So he's on the high line, moving it up with that Ford GT.
And the folks will notice as we're watching these cars, you'll see that looks a little bulkier, a little beefier than say all the Xfinity cars around him. He is running the new 2022 Series Cup cars, and if you look back there, you see more Cup cars. They look like they're low to the ground. They're beefy, like they're haunchy. They're good-looking runs, or good-looking cars when they're running.
Yeah, they look a little different, but I don't see them dancing as much. As you see how
They
the
don't
Xfinity
dance
cars
at
are
all.
dancing all over the place, and they seem to be a lot more stable. And I heard a lot of the actual NASCAR drivers talking about how in certain tracks this new package will be very stable, and other ones they'll be holding on for dear life.
Well, it only begs the question: is it due to the fact that if you look at them now and you see them so tight to the track? I mean, that beefiness has got to be, just sucking him down to the track, because he's not moving at all, and he's right in the back of that.
Oh, he's picking his line really easily. And to answer William Kerwin's question, yes, they do have one faster pair, and right now, they all have one. This early in the race.
It's good news for everybody right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
He always got a backup car.
And if Larry's prediction comes true, someone's going to at least need one of them. So,
yeah, definitely. And it's kind of good to have a spare car, especially at a super speedway like Daytona International Speedway.
Absolutely.
So, it looks great. This league is just amazing. You not only have to worry about your division, you have to get around the other divisions if you're going to advance. It's just like, like the Rolex 24. You're in one division and you have to worry about the slower division or the faster division coming up on you.
Well, indeed, but in your mind too, though, you've got to be telling yourself, listen, I've got to run my own race. I'm in another series. These guys in the trucks, a good example there. They're still running their own race. Yes, you'd love to be the overall winner, and will a truck be the overall winner? I'm betting no, but. But in your division,
they're trying to work their own division. That's right.
Yeah, in your own division, you've got to be thinking, man, I don't need to do anything stupid right now. I've got an hour and a half to go.
William Page, the first truck at the moment, number 42 in the 21st overall position. And then the top two division makers are side by side in the Cup and the B car now. Cup on the outside, B car on the bottom.
And there you see you see the cars dancing around him, but amazingly he just slowly moves left, right. There's no problem with him and in control right now.
Oh, I love that side tiny horse on the side of the car. Say, when you get a nickname, you might as well just hold on to it for dear life. It ain't going anywhere.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. These guys are behaving themselves right now, running pretty good nose to tail. Both lines still there. I see my man Taco Gortman up in that outside, moving up slowly in that 16 car.
We have two cars already have come down pit lane, and another one now, Justin Gibbs, the number 93 of the B car. And it looks like Jacob Hirsch in the truck has come down and got service almost 2 minutes worth and took a fast repair. And Josh Saucy currently in pit lane in the Cup car.
Yeah. Saucy's been in there a while, so
we have one taker already on the fast repair as we're only not even 10 minutes in yet.
See what happened was.
Walter says, is this that fake racing? I don't know about fake racing. Do you do it from your home chair? Yes. Is it fake racing? I don't know. You see some of the tempers flare. It's a good thing that some of these drivers don't know when the other guys live.
Yeah, Walter, we call other races, and believe me, it may be considered fake, but you talk to the drivers or watch them in the driver chat or listen to them when they're going through the race. Yeah, I don't know about that. I can say for the first time, Harold set me up. I drove one of these things. Man, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. I can tell you I can spin out really well. I can crash my truck probably with the best of them. And I did it at Charlotte, which is supposed to be wide open for trucks, and yet I still, was able to wreck. So, it's fun. These guys are really competitive, and they take it pretty serious, and we like calling the races. They're great. I mean, they give you as much action as anybody else is. That's for darn sure.
In our cam from high above the spectator, ooh, you see somebody in that second line, not sure if he wants to be high or low. Not a good spot to be making that decision.
Coming down the front past the line there. That was a beautiful view, though. Kevin Bernheimer, you're right. That fastest lap thing goes off all the time now. This is the old, what was the cam again?
This is our digger cam.
That's old digger cam. The old digger cam. There is a lot of dancing
drivers. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's some dancing going on. So Harold, do you have that wonderful little touch where you can put them into categories and show who's doing what right now?
Man, they'll be bouncing all over the place. We can try.
Well, I bet the trucks, if you started with them, though, you probably get them. There you go. There's your Cup guys.
Yep. Saucy in the pits, as we talked about.
Anderson, Johnson, Gortman, and Smith in the top 5 in that group.
Yep. But they're all starting to get up to the front. Bernheimer and Anderson are leading 1-2 right now. This is our B Cup, our B car, our Xfinity Series. And there are 15 cars, but Jake Gibbs is out of the race in number 93. And then our Truck Series.
And these guys are probably all back there in a bunch or close to each other in a bunch. Some of them are trailing way back. Matthew Wheeler back there is, way back there.
It looks like somebody called Page out. And look, Page, that's on YouTube. So, and they're leading now. John Furr, question on Facebook about how much does the average iRacing rig cost? Now, that's a loaded question.
Yeah, depends on who you are and what you want.
Exactly. The computer itself is going to be about $1,000, and that's because you need a good graphics card.
Yep.
And then your racing wheel, you can get a Logitech G20 series or a G923, the current either Xbox or PlayStation, whichever you prefer, and that will get you going about $300 to $400, and that'll get you up and racing. And
You're leaving out the monitors.
well, yeah, that's about $1,000 all with one monitor, but start getting to other things. He said to get average
rig.
iRacing, so I'm averaging probably around $1,500 from start to finish, but it's a lot of fun. And then you got to pay the subscription fees and iRacing and everything else that goes with that. As my buddy Cushy will tell you, it's like another track, another car.
Yeah. I'll be honest, John, that was the one thing that got me is when you're driving an iRacing, you pretty much have to buy every track. So, depending on what series you plan on driving, it can get pretty expensive. Now, if you're staying in the Cup and Truck series, of course, you're gonna buy the
Your
tracks that they
NASCAR
run.
type tracks.
Yeah, your NASCAR type tracks. But bear in mind, they're now running road courses that they didn't run before, so you're buying road courses and stuff. So it's not a cheap thing to do.
But it's fun.
But it is fun. I'm not gonna lie.
It is
I
fun.
stink at it, but I love doing it. I bought a Volkswagen Bug that was jacked up to go run it on dirt, and yeah, I rolled it 3 times before I got to the first corner. Well, I didn't know there was a jump in the first thing,
So you went rally racing, okay?
I did. I went rallying. Only it didn't look like rally racing, that's for sure.
All right, so looks like a couple things going on again. Looks like Gibbs might have come back on the racetrack. Sure has. Justin Gibbs re-entered the track. So.
7 laps down, but he's back. And we see
pit stops coming in.
Front. Yep.
Looks like a whole bunch of trucks coming down, and then we kind of knew this was going to happen. The trucks tend to have the smallest fuel.
Smaller cell. Yep.
And so they're going to have to fuel more often. But then this racetrack, and they run 50% fuel here. The series does. So that makes you have to pit twice as often. Whoa!
Oh, got
one.
the crash. This could be the first one for you, Larry. Big crash
Caution
back there coming off,
out.
and the caution is out indeed. How about that? Well, we didn't have to go too far, Harold.
No, we did not.
And there was a car up on the high side that tended to might have caused the whole everybody panic kind of move.
88 moving around back down there a little bit. Let's see if we can find exactly what caused this as we're in the replay.
Walter, you're about right. Yeah, it's a little more than Gran Turismo on full sim, but yeah. A really tough one. What's the Corsica?
A set of Corsa.
Yeah, it's a Corsa.
Whoa,
Yeah,
it was
that
up
one.
front. That's it was about the 17 to 70. Let's see if I can get to the 70 and try to redo this.
Taco. You brought it at the wrong time, my friend.
Let's see if we can back this up some. It looked like contact here between the 70 and the 71.
Right.
So here we are right on top of the 70. Gets that yellow line. Them yellow lines are heavily greased on the Daytona racetrack. You hit that thing and it's going ice skating. And that's exactly what happened. All these drivers are going to be coming back down pit lane and looking for a new vehicle.
And Taco, I get it. I'm sorry.
Sorry, one of my guys was in there too.
Yeah, I know. Well, this isn't a track where you can just pull it out of the sky and think that's going to happen. There's a good chance.
Everybody came down though.
Yep.
So I think what Walter's saying with the Gran Turismo, the thing is with Gran Turismo, you could probably bounce it off some people, and like I've played with the SRX and a lot of the arcade style racing sims. You know, you can have damage off and stuff, and not so much in iRacing. All these cars, as you saw, the damage to them, they have to go get another car or sit the car in there and allow them to be repaired by their pit crew, and it will affect the dynamics and how the car functions. You
Right.
know, and you know how it sucks up, how it's in the draft, how hard it is to steer. I mean, I've knocked a toe out of an Indy car and it, you know, wouldn't turn left at all. So that sucks. All right.
Well, yeah, I'll bring up the one that I always play all the time is the Forza series. And Forza, you can race it to where you're right. You can bang off people and everything like that. Now damage shows, but ultimately you basically have to run your car into a tree like 14 times before it'll stop working. But it's kind of like that game on steroids. It's all those games on steroids. When you go into a turn, the one thing I've noticed more than anything else is when I'm driving with the wheel versus driving with the controller. The controller will give you the vibrate feedback just fine. Squeal wheels, everything. You'll feel the vibration. When you're driving that wheel and that back end leaves you, the wheel just goes light. Like you know you're gone. The back end of your truck is gone, or the back end of your car is gone, and you can literally just feel that wheel jiggle once, and it's loose, and you're gone. And
probably
most
what just
times
felt
you're not
dead.
bringing it back either. You're not bringing it back.
That's kind of what we just saw, because
That's exactly what we just saw.
Those left side tires hitting that yellow stripe.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, he lost traction, and that's what you're saying. Like, because you'll feel the wheel kind of heavy, like you said, where you know you can feel resistance as you turn, and that's the way it should be. But when the car's loose like that, it's like just like in a regular car. If you hit a piece of black ice, you can feel how the steering wheel gets real light. Is it really
That's
easy
exactly
to turn?
it.
So,
Yeah.
but and I understand the controller. You're talking about the vibration and stuff, but now with the feedback, you're not going to feel something again until you hit something.
That's true too. Yeah.
If you don't hit anything, you might wait till it gets back, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, but it's two different worlds, but the same kind of. I mean, the graphics on both, from what I mean, when I drive in Forza versus watching this, the graphics are stunning. Both series. I mean, the things, what they've been able to do with computers these days, or you know, the images that they put forth. It's darn near like watching something live a lot of times.
Yep.
So.
Trucks are up front, and they will be bringing us back to the green flag. And we were talking about paint schemes, what we just talked about. Each of these cars, unlike some of the councils, are fully customizable. Which means, you know, you're not talking about like, you know, you got Forza or, you know, SRX or NASCAR Heat and all that. You can kind of play with the templates and primary color, secondary color, maybe move a couple sponsors around. In iRacing, it's a Photoshop template, and you can pretty much put anything. That's why we get these really cool looking paint schemes and the different banners we're talking about here being used by the cars. And we talked about allowing us to see the 3 different divisions based on their spoilers. As the 42 and the 34, that's Page and Clark, are leading the way out front.
Desperos behind them, and Ellswick as well. So good to see the trucks out front, see them get a little premium time. It won't be long before there you go. You just see them diving everywhere because the trucks can't maintain the kind of speed that some of these guys are going to get here real soon.
RPMs, you're just not there for the trucks.
No.
And, you know, currently we've got these guys running their nose to tail.
No, I like it. I like it when they've got that time up front when you can look at them and see, you know, give them their due for a while. But
yeah, but you know, you got to move around, and it looks like that's Bernheimer in the cup car, and he's gone.
Yeah, he was up front when the accident happened as well. He's got a rocket ship for him, that's for sure. You see Michael Gitchell there, who we didn't talk about earlier, but he's a name that we've mentioned in the past when we've done these races. So
All right, Walter. You know, you can always go back and look at any of the three. We have Facebook Live. They're on Twitch, YouTube. Pick whichever your favorite is. Look us up and watch the finish of the race when you get an opportunity tomorrow or at work. And tell
Thanks
your
for
friends, come on in.
Yeah,
and see
thanks for
what else
chiming
we're
in,
doing.
man. Yep. We
Two-
appreciate anybody that wants to do.
2 EOL penalties were issued out. Mike Allward and John Peterson. Yes, they're catching up to 71. Look at that. The lap car is low and they go high. No problems there. Keep an eye on that. Lap traffic when they're running 2 wide and 3 wide here can get really nerve-wracking because you catch up on them guys like they're not even moving.
Well, that's what I was saying at the very beginning is the close rate, the cups closing on versus the trucks closing versus the man. It's night and day in some cases. And if your car's not working right, man, you better be out of the way because the freight train will take you out. Oh, Harold, guess who's joining us in the booth right now, standing next to me?
I don't know who's with us.
We got Katie in the booth right now. Katie, why don't you tell the American people hi? Say it really loud. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Katie has now joined us in the booth. She's watching all of my screens with me right now. So,
apologize, Matt. There, Lori's dealing with our furry animals, and they're not happy about something.
yeah, I have the same problem here. Mine will just chime in all through the entire race. But Bernheimer, you know, I didn't think about him when I was looking through the list, Harold. I did not think about Bernheimer, but he can run this car well. He's usually got a rocket under him.
Well, you know, like I said, we talked about this is one of those racetracks that you really can't say, okay, you know what? I know for sure who's going to win. Number one, it's a new season. Number two, it's Daytona. And you don't just have your division to worry about. Oh, turn the 84 in the front. 37 other cars all around.
They're blinking. They're hitting so hard. Everybody's blinking. It's chaos at Daytona. Larry, you have hit 2 now, my friend. Those trucks and cars are everywhere. What on earth?
Like the 84 was right in the middle of that. That's Guillermo.
And I'm going to have to say this. I bet you some of these guys are not going to have cars to come back to.
Probably not. Let's check out if I could find exactly where this happened. I know Guillermo has had a 4X on there, so trying to find it.
Looks we'll get right back to the replay here in just a moment. But chaos has broken again. Looked like netcode. Yeah, it did.
It's going to happen. It happens right in the front here on the high side. Oh, 71 sliding around. That's a tiny horse in the 39 right behind him, it looks like. No?
No.
No, it's not. Who's in the 39? I'll have to get the numbers out.
38.
Okay.
He was behind.
That Exalta 39 is right behind the 84. 84 is in the B car, and the 39 is in the new Cup car.
Go through. It looks like he's gaining on. That's all it was. It almost looked like the 84 was slowing down. Yeah. Taco Gortman again. So, all right. Well, that decides one thing for me.
All right. And then like a lot of glitch in there. A lot of drivers on this racetrack. This is a big track. So it is graphic intensive to pull all 43 of these guys together.
Yeah. So that's why you're seeing a lot of the blinking and everything like that. But, well, Harold, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I know this is early, my friend, but could you cue the beast? Ladies and gentlemen, as you see, Sasquatch is walking across your screen right now, and the reason for that is because I give out what is known as the Sasquatch Award. What's the Sasquatch Award? Well, it's an award that said, man, I really wish I wasn't in that spot when that happened. It's kind of like the Goodies headache powder, but it looks a whole lot cooler. Our winner tonight for the first one is Mr. Taco Gortman, because I just watched the guy I called twice. So Taco Gortman, you are tonight's very first Sasquatch winner. And because there are 3 divisions, you, sir, in the 16, are getting the Cup Series Sasquatch Award. So the ponies are going to be shocked when the Sasquatch Award shows up for you. So tonight's first winner is Taco Gortman.
Going back, Kayla McCarthy staying out, looks like. And Bernheimer coming in. So 2 Cup cars, and it looks like Kayla coming down now.
Larry says field getting smaller. Well, you're the one that predicted 3 big ones. You're. See, I still can't get over those numbers, Harold. Man. Folks, there's something good. Those of you that are watching on Facebook and/or YouTube, I'm not able to watch YouTube, but I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna switch over to YouTube. I'll join you in just a moment over there on YouTube. Those of you on Facebook right now, since I'm watching with you guys, what do you think of the new numbering? So 2022 cars are out. There's a couple of them on there. Harold just showed the 24 car, and the 24 car had the numbers there up close and tiny. And Kayla McCarthy, there you go. There's a 38. Good shot of that. Give me a poll here, guys. What do you think of that look? Do you like the 30? Do you like the small numbers? I mean, the numbers on the roof are still big, but what do you think?
A lot of wave rounds being given right now. That's why we're seeing cars on the outside moving around them. That was the, this would have been 70 minutes. And so the rules here, they explained to me, and I'm trying to remember them all. But at the competition cautions, they will, if you're 1 lap behind your division leader, you will be waived.
Oh, okay.
So if you're a lap down to your division leader, you will get you'll get to be put back on the lead lap with your division. So we saw this at Chicagoland, where maybe the trucks were 2 laps down, so they'll try to get all of the trucks 2 laps down, and then thus and thus. Cool.
Cool.
Y'all deserve a award for the broadcast. Well, hey, Larry, we appreciate it. And then the Michael 89 says it's a number. It doesn't make it go faster or slower. And you know what? That's so true. But I like the big number on the door. It's just where I'm used to seeing it.
Yeah, that's really it is. That's what it is for me. And YouTube, as you see, I'm in there with you now as well. So, yeah, I get it. I mean, I know it's a number. It doesn't make them go faster, but there's an aesthetic look that I guess is what gets me.
It's what it is, and I talked about this to other broadcasters, and the thing about it, they're saying that things on the door get more attention. Well, that's because we look at the door for the number.
Yeah.
So if the number moves, well, of course our eyes are going to the door. That's where we're used to seeing the number.
And besides, let's be real. When they get drunk down in Talladega, do you really think they're going to be able to see that number when their eyes is blurred from all the beer they did drink? I don't think so.
They just know the colors.
Okay. That looked like Ricky.
That was black and white and red. I know that one. That's my boy. Or black and silver.
That's exactly right.
That's right. But so we got about an hour and 5 minutes left here. This caution flag being worked on. April, and that's one of the tiny horse camps, so I remember the name, says don't care for the smaller numbers. So tell Tiny Horse to put it back.
That's right. Exactly right. April, if you have that kind of influence, tell them we voted. Not a lot of people voted, but we voted, and we say put it back.
Caution lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go back to green flag racing. And yes, the field is getting smaller, but there's still guys out here racing. I mean, we got 34 cars still on the lead lap. And then a whole bunch of cars, they got 3 vehicles. They're all trucks on a lap down. And then we have 1, 2, 3 drivers that are disconnected. That's Nathan Manwaring, Ryan Cruz, and Jacob Hirsch. And then it looks like Justin Gibbs is 7 laps back. And Josh Saucy, not sure. I think Josh Saucy has decided that he's going to be the admin for today. That's what I've been seeing a lot of that. So that may be why he's on pit lane.
He can join us in the chat if you'd like, Mr. Saucy.
So that's what we got going on. We're getting ready to go back under green flag conditions.
Excelente. Yeah, there's a lot of. If you all saw our timing and scoring screen, and I have it on a 28-inch screen, and I still can't get everybody in the picture. So there's a lot going on.
This will be interesting with all 3 divisions sitting up in the first couple rows here. On the outside of row 1 is the truck. Right behind him is an X car. 2 cup cars down low. And then there's more trucks. I mean, those splattering everywhere.
I like it. It's funny you mentioned that. This is the one group where you get to see that kind of stuff. I mean, it's kind of cool that you think about it. And typically, you see one group running and that's it. But this is a chance where you get to see all 3 series just blended together. And there they go. Mr. Bernheimer taking off again.
April said Tim didn't care for it either, and she has the influence / power.
Love it.
By your powers combined.
All right.
An old Captain Planet reference for those that are old enough.
Yeah, I'm looking at Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson's bio that I have, and interesting. But I'll let him talk. If he's up there, and he's right there in the lead, so if we interview him at the end of it,
well, based on 3 divisions because of time, we're only going to interview the winning driver of each division.
The wiener.
The wiener.
We will mention the other people.
Oh yeah, we'll be talking about them throughout the night.
Good.
Since we do have about 30 people watching currently,
Right.
I would like to see, where their favorite driver is right now, so we can get them, maybe on the screen, or maybe what their favorite paint scheme is, since you've been talking about numbers.
Absolutely. So YouTube, Facebook, light it up. Who's your favorite driver and favorite paint scheme right now?
But you see, this is the kind of tandem I think we're going to end up seeing at Daytona with the duels coming up not too long from now, actually.
I think you're exactly right.
We're going to see this 2-car tandem like that, and they're just going to suck up. Not a lot of bump drafting, I don't believe. I think they're just going to do this. They're like right underneath the other guy's spoiler, and we'll see those. Remember in the days of old, I think the cot car was the 2-car tandems. I think we're going to see more of that again.
Well, you'll see it for a moment, but if they hang like that for too long, you know what NASCAR's going to do.
They're going to get mad.
No, they're going to get mad. They're going to get mad. Hey, you create the monster, you got to live with the results.
Exactly. They're going to figure it out. These guys are professional race car drivers.
Now you start to see some of these guys up front here, though, Harold. You see the cup cars, 4 of them, all of a sudden are now up there. And yeah, they're not dancing around like everybody else is.
That 28 is kind of there. Now the crush car comes down behind the Into Being race car of Nate Johnson.
That's a good-looking paint scheme,
Whoa,
by the way.
Whoa,
bye-bye. We have sent 2 of them off.
The number 4 car of John Humphrey was in that group there. Don't think that's going to bring out a yellow, though.
No, but it certainly trimmed some of the grass that was on that back corner.
Lots of things going on currently.
I like the truck in the middle of all of this. I absolutely love Tegan's truck right there in the middle of all of this.
Working it there in that number 3.
Yeah, why not? I mean, he's being pulled along by everybody else. Why not stay where you are?
Might as well. We've got this big pack here all the way back to the number 60 truck. I don't want to say the number 7 of Dave Gilbert. He's the guy that we work with as broadcasters. He's in the second pack. Excuse me, about 11 seconds behind the leaders.
Yep.
But there's enough of them in numbers that they're not going to lose pace to the leaders, but they're far enough away from the craziness that we saw earlier in the race.
Well, again, you have to do that at some point. If you're, I said it at the beginning of the race. If you're in this race, you got to know two things. One, if you're in a truck, you're not winning the whole thing. So you've got to run for your division. If you're in an Xfinity car or in a Cup car, I mean, you still see the Xfinity guys are up there, but you got 4 Cups up in the front. So you got to think smart here. And what's the smartest way sometimes is get out of the nonsense, get out of the chaos that's already happened. I mean, we've had 2 major ones. Get out of that chaos and kind of run your race. You got an hour left. There's no point in getting up there and getting all damaged, lose the opportunity to come back on the track because you've been crushed.
Yep.
It just makes sense sometimes.
35 laps have been done. Drivers that have used their faster pair is Nate Johnson, the 88, Luke Smith in the number 10, the number 3 of Thomas Teagan, the number 37 of Mark Ackerman, the number 77 of Bo Ross, Caleb McCarthy in the 24 to 08 of Kevin Garoni, and a few more, Corey Herrigs, Caleb Eslick, Matthew Kopp, Mr. Wheeler, Patrick Anderson, Vinny Tabby, Mike Alward, John Peterson, Jorge Canales,
half the field,
and Dylan Clark, as well as Chris Finnegan. I'm gonna keep going here. Got more, but yeah, about half the field.
Yeah, I mean, so that's my point. Now you're in a I've got to stay out here position. Take Matthew Wheeler for example. He got caught up in something he couldn't do anything about. Now he's got to play I'm going to hang out, but I don't want to get caught somewhere game until it's time to go.
Yeah, he's all in the back of his front pack, but yeah.
Well, yeah. Will he lose another truck? There's a chance, but by playing it safe right now, he's got a good chance to hang in there.
A few more drivers have left the server. John Humphrey, that number 4 we saw turn. Nathan Manwaring, Taco Gortman, Ryan Cruz, and Jacob Hirsch all off the racetrack.
All off the racetrack, yep. Still leaving us with a crap load of trucks and cars. Chip Kelly, I believe it was just a trim, not a wax off. No, just
wax
a trim.
on, wax off.
Yeah.
I mean, wrong show. Sorry.
Yeah, wrong show.
If you haven't seen Cobra Kai, see Cobra Kai.
William, good night. Have a good night. Thanks for chiming in, saying what you said. Really appreciate you interacting. Hope to see you soon. Have a good night, by the way.
So looking
at about 30 we haven't got anybody with paint schemes, Harold. Nobody
brought it in, you know.
Nobody gives a rip.
No favorite schemes, no favorite drivers.
The one I like in the truck is the graffiti one.
Was that one? The 08.
Yeah. Gironi. Gironi.
Yep.
Yeah. Call him whatever it is until I figure out what it's supposed to be.
About 16 minutes left until we go into our second competition caution, as these guys are definitely rolling around the racetrack here. Having a lot of fun, though. Any South Park schemes? Did we see any South Park schemes?
I
don't know if I saw any. Well, Larry, if you could find one, let us know. I mean, I'm trying here. I got 43 vehicles to look at.
There's some good ones out there, but I don't remember seeing anything like that.
I didn't see anything. I didn't see no "You Will Expect My Authority." I didn't see that.
No. Cartman has not been on anybody's.
I don't know. If you're going to do South Park, I think you need to do a squad car with Eric Cartman's big wheel on the front.
I don't know. Mine would be Kenny on the front of the hood screaming, because you killed Kenny.
Oh, you need Kenny basically getting hit by the car.
Yeah, exactly right.
And you need Stan going, "Oh my God, they killed Kenny!"
Yeah, exactly right. Stan's on the back saying, "You killed Kenny." Come on, you know that's a good one. There's the 174 truck way up high.
Yep, definitely was working.
I guess his trucks are coming to fuel, I guess.
We had a couple incident here between a few vehicles, like Dylan Clark and Tabby.
They're out now too.
Let's see if I can grab that. Let's try to do a replay here real quick.
All right.
So Larry Dickerson says he runs that one with Kenny.
Nice.
So somebody's already created it for you.
Well, I will be looking for that. I will definitely be looking for that.
So we were talking
So it's not the 84 again, is it?
47 and the 34.
34.
The 34 truck and the 47 and the Rising Sun there. Whoa! So the 47 saw contact with the 9 or maybe net code. Not sure what it was, but yeah, he ended up coming around
and then he comes back down and takes him out.
Yeah, he went up and then, yeah, definitely up and back down. So let's get back to live racing here with the front runners.
Awfully dry in Daytona, by the way. We need some rain down there. Look how dry that is.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
Chip Kelly says we're getting old. Can't see it today. Don't remember policeman Cartman or Kenny dying.
That's true. There's no doubt about that.
I still remember the fact that at the end of the one episode where Kenny doesn't die and they're like, we forgot something.
Right. What the heck? Hey, Chip, trust me, if you keep listening to us, you're going to hear us drop the stuff nobody thinks about it anymore. We were doing trivia on we call other races in a different series, and oh my gosh, people were like, it was like crickets. Every time we said something, it's like crickets, and you're like, is this thing on? You know, hello? Or can you hear me?
It was like people coming down pit lane here, some of the trucks coming down.
I said it was about time for them, didn't I?
Yep, there they go. Trucks coming back out of the pit lane onto the back stretch.
Well said, Harold. Well said.
Well, you know, the guy that gets to the finish line first will be the winner.
You know what? When you drive the car here, and then when you're the first car to go over the finish line, boom, you're the winner. Yeah, okay.
Exactly. And you notice these cars are set up so they turn to the left.
Yeah,
to the left.
Because on an oval track, you don't want to turn right.
Exactly.
This is the kind of in-depth stuff you're going to get from us, folks.
Race leader here still is
Crush, or is that
Orange
is
Crush.
that the Crush?
Yeah, it's the Orange Crush. That's right. And that would be, I want to say, the number 10.
But the side looks like a different scheme, and I want to say that. So the Crush on the front is one thing, but that other design there, what's it say on the side of that?
Split Decisions, which is the name of the league.
It should be called Split Splitters because his is all messed up.
Yeah, he's got that thing brushed up pretty good, and that new Ford Mustang.
Well, it was a new Ford Mustang. It's not quite new now.
I tell you what, I'm sure if you buy one, that'd be about the one you get.
The one with the big, the Crush?
No, the one that's already dented in.
Oh yeah, that won't take long at all. Mine will be damaged before I get out the pit lane or something.
Looks like the number 3 here, Thomas Teagan leading the trucks currently, and been out there for 3 laps, about to get run over by the 88 and the 38 as they come flying by on the high side. He was doing a really good job, like you said, holding into the draft when he was there, and now they just kind of maneuvered around him. Gitchell and Ackerman, both B cars, are wedged in between a lot of these the yellows of the Cup Series. So 4 Xfinity cars mixed in here with the Cup cars. And then we go all the way back to Teagan, who's a lap down for the trucks now.
But again, it looks, a lap down sounds like a bad thing, but it's really not when you're thinking about the series, because as far as the series goes, you got
his division he's leading. So
yeah, his division he's leading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the numbers next to the car number is their position in their division or class.
Here you see the Cup guys coming down now.
Yeah, wow, look at all them guys. Woo!
Yeah.
Some busy pit lane. Gives the lead back to Kevin Bernheimer, being pushed by Michael Gitchell as we got
And he's gonna stay
49
out.
minutes left. Yep. Well, I think they might be trying to get to that 40 minutes, when we'll get another caution again. Or
Can they run that
70,
far,
40. Don't know. We'll see. They're on 21 laps right now, so I don't think they're going to go much further than this on 50%. But,
Can't tell if
they'll let us
Wayne
know.
Michael's all over him in the 48 car.
Yeah.
It's surprising that they run as well as they do, with the difference in stability and all. Like you would think that
Here
an
he
Xfinity
comes.
car.
And
Yeah.
they both coming down now. So that's going to put Stephen Wood and Richard Crane out to the front in the 19 and the 36, right?
Job. Yep. Martin Truex paint job. There's a lot of Exalta paint jobs
I
out
don't know,
there. By the way,
a bunch of 24 drivers.
you guys are going to confuse the crud out of us all year. Cut it out. Give us something else.
They like William Byron, man.
Oh, okay.
Hey, he's the Exalta driver.
I get it. Maybe they all love DuPont. Maybe they all work for DuPont.
Who knows? I don't know. Mm-hmm. Maybe they'll let us know. Maybe in chat. Chat, let us know why there's all the Exalta
Nobody's
drivers.
chatting. Only Chip
Well-
and Larry are the only ones chatting, which means people don't like us clearly, Harold. They've already hurt our feelings.
Well, man, I tell you. And it's already early in the season.
I know. But the funny part is,
We're here.
A, Harold and I are going to continue to be here because that's how we roll. And B, we're probably not going to change our style too often. So
Something about old dogs, new tricks. Something
old dogs and
doesn't
new
work.
tricks. That's exactly
Doesn't
right. Throw a steak out there, we might change our mind.
Maybe. It all depends on what it tastes like,
That's true.
And if it's a good enough steak, it might get on my Facebook,
There you go.
and then get eaten, of course.
All right, so once everybody gets done pitting and doing their thing, we'll get this all figured out here.
Ain't nothing but a chicken wing.
Ain't nothing but chicken wing. Your buddy Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson, he's had a stout little vehicle under him today, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's sitting where he needs to be, just relaxing. Sunday drive. You know, it's a Saturday or Friday night.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, don't get us into Saturday yet. Goodness gracious!
Well,
took me all.
Lori told me it was already Saturday because I got home early today. So messed her all up.
The bad part here is I've been fighting, near death for all week just to get to this. I didn't even get to call my Tuesday night race, which just about killed me. And then I didn't get to compete in cornhole last night, and that killed me.
Oh,
So
man.
I wasn't missing tonight.
What
You'd have had to.
What a
I stuck an ivy.
sad day.
It's sad when you can't cornhole. I mean,
All right, back up front now. Ryan Tiny Horse Johnson with the other
everybody's
Johnson
going, what
behind
the
him.
heck did I just change? Why are they talking about cornhole? Juan, I get it, but there are other things in Exalta, man. Come on.
But he's just like, it's easy to use with different colors.
It is.
I tell you, if you're a painter, you're taking insult to that right now. And I think that's what Chip says. He's like, what? It ain't that easy.
Yeah.
I know a lot of painters, man, and I'm glad I decided I wasn't going to do that because the painting of these cars is not easy.
Well, we've seen in the other series, man.
I
there are some
challenge you
talented
to
people.
cornhole. That'd be virtual cornhole with Larry. That might be kind of cool.
I'm in, Larry. I'm in, Larry.
We need to do some virtual cornholing.
Yeah, I play in a league in Delaware, so I'm in. Wherever you want. I'm not great, buddy. Don't. But listen. We can sit there and talk racing and throw bags at holes and eat food. That's heaven right there. So
See, I've already talked to you, Ken, about this cornhole thing, and I really don't think it's a cornhole league. I think you guys go eat and cornhole happens.
No. So, okay. Let me. While the exciting racing is going on with Johnson, and Bernheimer, Johnson and Johnson up front with Bernheimer in the Heimer. So there's hot dogs there. These people drink more than they cornhole. Like, I feel like if I can just last to the end of the night, most of them will drink themselves into oblivion, and I could win just because they can't hit the hole. That's not how it works. These people drunk are better than me sober. It's insane.
Yeah.
Listen, folks, I'm willing to admit I got whooped by two women like we weren't even there.
Wow.
They just smoked us.
Well, these guys up front are just a class of their own. Let's try to see if we can find some other stuff going on.
Yeah, let's go find the trucks. Let's go to the trucks. I love the trucks.
All right,
Give me
Thomas
Mr. Teagan.
Teagan. Here we go.
Yeah.
Him and his little group here. But, you know, Larry, you say you're in North Carolina. You think that's like far. Let's say we're in Maryland, Delaware.
Yeah, we're not far.
But we happen to have one of our church drummers who lives in Charlotte.
Charlotte, yep.
And we're talking about maybe going down there. So keep that in mind, Larry. We might be able to make something happen.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
and
man.
then, you know, we do virtual racing. We probably should be able to come up with a virtual cornhole. Somehow. We'll figure it out.
Sure. Let's put it in the series like we have the Sasquatch.
Something like that.
It could be when someone gets drilled from behind. It could be that you've been cornholed.
Wow.
Maybe that's not right. What do you think, Chip?
Oh, he goes to Charlotte for the 600. The challenge is that. Yeah. The problem about that is we're pastors in the same church.
Yeah.
And the guy that's our boss in the church, which is funny because we both work for free.
Yeah.
So, goes to the 600. So the
we
idea
got
of all
no
three
chance
of us
of seeing
getting
you
to the
there.
600 ain't going to happen.
Yeah. Someone's got to take over.
Someone's going to fill in. So.
All right, let's go to the red cars, Harold. The
red
cars.
cars. All right,
The
Josh
red
McKinney is leading that group.
That's who I want to talk about. Let's talk about Josh McKinney for a moment. He's
that
been
number
running
11
there
car,
pretty much all night. Another name that we talked about before when we did this last year, Ramsdale, seems to be one of the challengers. Should be interesting as the season goes on.
But
I mean, some of
Ramsdale's
these names
quite
we're
a
familiar
bit
with.
back, though. He's in another group behind. Like that 24, that 17, or the...
Yes,
Blah, blah,
Harold,
blah,
but
blah,
he's
blah,
still
blah.
second in his group.
Oh,
You
that's
know?
right. But it's up as another group, though.
Right.
I had to go change cameras. Come on, give me a break. But he's in an Exalta car. Because it's easy.
Oh, what a surprise. Look, one, another one.
Exactly. But so we're coming up on that final caution, and I'll tell you, folks, we will get more serious as the racing gets tighter.
Not
and
likely.
closer towards
Well,
the yes,
maybe we will.
We'll start
Yeah, we
calling a
will.
race a little more.
Yeah.
But we're
The thing with timed races is, and I think everybody will learn this as we go along, the thing with time races is it's wonderful, but when you're on a super speedway, the excitement is usually at the beginning and at the end. In the middle, never.
Cruz thinks we're funny.
So at least someone does.
I think that's hilarious because my wife would disagree.
She would. She definitely would disagree.
She'd be like, no. Funny looking. You last out that last part, Cruz.
Yeah, that she would agree with. By the way, she needs to stop showing us Korean barbecue when we're on the...
She did that on purpose, man. She's like...
If we weren't having a snowstorm, we could go get it tomorrow. Goodness gracious.
It's actually the little place by Perkins I told you about.
Yes.
That's
but
the one,
there's
that's where we were. Well, we'll be there tomorrow. We're going to the church at 11, so...
Why are you going to church at 11? Never mind. We're watching racing.
Told you why.
Oh, that's right. All right. Back up front, Johnson & Johnson has been separated by a Bernheimer.
By a Bernheimer and a number 70, which is a lap car. So
a Bo Ross and a Kayla McCarthy suddenly showed up. So interesting.
Well, they're 9 seconds back. They're in trying to see where I am.
Here again, Harold, you're hurting people's feelings. They're
they're in another pack is all I'm saying. They're not in this pack. They're looking like where are they? Where's the 74? Where's the 24? You know, and like they're not here. They're in the back. They're further back. But they look, the 28 Bernheimer is going to say enough of Mr. Johnson leading. I'm not dealing with this anymore.
Putting the two Johnsons and Johnsons back together again. Not.
Well, I don't see Tiny Horse right now.
No, where did he go?
He's back in 6th. Ooh,
Well, how did he
scraped on
get
it. Look at that. Let me zoom in there. It looks like that left side took a pounding.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Yeah, ooh, somebody smacked into that car hard. He does have a spare, though. So he could be looking at maybe maybe switching cars here when we go with that caution that's coming out
We're
soon.
at the caution now.
That
so
just
yeah.
came out. So the tiny
Yeah.
horse is like, you know what? I think it's time to get another tiny horse.
Well, he's going to need a bigger horse, yeah, for sure.
And somebody asked him why he was in a Ford, and then he sent a picture in Discord of a Mustang going, horse? Yeah, hey.
Hello.
This is maybe why I'm running a Mustang.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-ling.
And I'm kind of concerned that he's not in the number 3 this year. Because I know in the North-South Racing League, he's always in the 3. Now, this is what I talked about before. We're going to bring the cars on that are a lap behind their leader. So, like right now, all of the B cars are going to get a lap back. We're like Alward and Peterson are going to get their lap back. And then under the truck series, looks like because Tegan was on the lead lap, we're going to get Cop's going to get a lap back. Matthew Boston Wheeler, Brown, Page, Herrigs, Finnegan, or no, those guys are further back.
Those are getting they're 2 laps.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Marty
So
Brown,
Wheeler's getting his back.
So basically, everybody a lap down are going to be put back on the lead lap.
And then it's going to get a little more. Hopefully, it gets a little more. Here's what gets me is I'm surprised by 2 things. One, I'm surprised that the Cup Series cars aren't as tight together as I expected them to be. Like you just expect them to run as a group in front. However, those Xfinity cars are extremely fast here. They're a lot looser. They move around a lot more, but they certainly are. They're doing an amazing job as well. And then of course you have the trucks, where the trucks are going to be what they are, but as a group they run well together.
Tiny Horse did exactly what I said. He
Got
told them
himself a new automobile.
He told them, "Bring me a new one. Bring me a new car." And
Doug, where's the automobile? Automobile.
But that's going to push him back a little bit, though. Johnson in the 3rd spot. But he'll start on the inside behind the race leader. Looks like at day 83, I'm seeing right there in front of him in the Cup car. It's the Monster 83.
Yep.
I'm wondering if he's a couple laps back.
That's Bill Klingbeil.
Bill Klingbeil. He's on the. I guess he's going to get he's waiting for a wave around.
No, I'm showing him currently on the lead lap.
But he's in front of Nate Johnson in the 88. So once
the
with
last
lap down,
one on the lead.
they're going to push him around the pace car to the back. So
Tyler Turtle Rush is showing a lap down. Luke Smith is showing a lap down as far as Cup cars go.
Yep. So right now, the 11th place Tyler Rush, or 22 overall, is there. So we're gonna do some waving here.
Now it's demonstrating Klingbeil as a 1 lap down, so everything's catching up.
Yep.
So this is where it gets a little more exciting, a little more in depth. Yeah, I'm with Juan. Yeah, but you know what though?
They gave him a wave around here. Mr. Klingbeil just received it. Wave
Juan
rounds
says
are
he'd
being
like to
given.
see a
So
Charger next gen. The only problem is Dodge is just a bunch of. I mean, why? Why wouldn't you stay with it? But,
there's talk I'm hearing of Honda.
yeah, they've been talking about Honda for years. I just can't imagine what car you're gonna You're gonna put the Accord out there. It's not long enough.
But have you seen a Mustang nowadays? Mustang ain't much longer than an Accord.
No.
I mean, they resemble the car.
I mean, that's the only car they've got. What are you going to put an NSX under a Honda badge? No, that won't work.
Hey, it could be a Honda Odyssey.
Well, in the truck series, yeah. I don't want to see your Odyssey out there.
Yeah,
Harold.
hey. Oh, Black Magic is in the house. Oh, Andy Dunwoody joining us on the YouTube stream.
What's up, Andy?
So Andy is the curator of Black Magic Designs, also my partner in crime in the endurance racing scheme. So,
well, I feel really
Civic.
bad for Andy then. So
Civic, yeah. See, Honda would probably do the Civic.
I think the Civic's too small.
Well, what used to be the Prelude was their sports car.
Yeah, but that again. So the Camry matches to the Accord if you go body size to body size. So
Okay.
the Accord is the larger of the two. Well, if you're going to do it, it would be an Accord, but no Accord looks like something that should be on a NASCAR track. They're crappy looking. Like it looks like something. It looks like something a 70-year-old should be driving to the grocery store, not 200 miles an hour at Daytona.
Wow.
Where the Camry, if you look at a Camry, like you can literally buy a Camry now that is just macked out, like has the spoiler, the pointers on the front, it has air directionals, it has the wing done. They look sharp. You could drive that on a track. You wouldn't even need to be like, but you look at an Accord and you go, nah, heck no. Like there's no design. Like
Juan is just dying of laughter. He done struck a nerve.
I'm just saying.
All right, Andy, what's the problem, man? He says someone should feel sorry for him.
Yeah, because you're his partner. That's what he said someone should feel bad.
Come on, that's not even fair.
That's absolutely fair, Andy. Thank you. Now you know what I deal with too.
He's like,
you know what? The one. Hey, Juan. Since we're on this, Juan. The one thing I always wished was that Mazda could change the RX-7 with that. You know, I always wish that they could do that because you look at the Supra now. You could picture an RX-7 from back in the day or an RX-8 running with that Supra. Because the Supra looks
look what
fantastic.
Andy's saying right there. But the Honda's in the V8 series, the supercar series in Australia.
That's because the Australians can't afford anything else. I mean, they've been driving Fords for how long? Those little Ford Escorts. I mean, they're still driving Escorts for crying out loud. Like what do the Australians know? They can't even spell half. No, I'm just kidding.
Man.
I'm just saying Honda doesn't belong. Honda belongs
See, look,
where
Honda Prelude, man. His buddy Larry's buddies out there on a local short track with the Prelude. Come on.
Preludes are the bomb if you're running like SCCA racing or other racing like that. But you can't put a Prelude out there. It'll get sucked up by these cars and spit out like they aren't even there. You might as well have. You know what you ought to put out there? You might as well get one of them smart cars and have somebody drive around with a shoe on. I mean, that's what it looks like.
I'll bring my Volt out there, right?
Your Volt's bigger than some of those cars we're talking about.
It's heavier too.
Well, so Honda's now. I mean, Honda's big right now because Red Bull was powered by Honda in Formula One, and of course, my boy Max Verstappen won Formula One. So shout out to you, Big Max.
Honda's big in F1, and if I'm not mistaken, I think they have something to do with the Indy cars right now too.
Well, they do. So what I'm saying is. You got a lane, stay in that lane. But there are other cars out there that don't have a lane right now. Listen, Genesis, who makes those phenomenal looking fancy cars and everything like that, man, those cars are beefy. They could bring a car out.
We got a pace car that's about to come down pit lane so we can get back to racing. But
No, this is good.
No, this is really good. We got actual racing to go. 30 minutes left. And we're back under green flag with 2 trucks leading the way.
Thank you guys for allowing me to just spew crazily. Let's get back to racing.
Well, Tiny Horse right there behind the 88. So Johnson and Johnson together again. Oh, big contact with the 28 and the 08. Was able to save it, though. Wow.
There's no way that truck's going to be able to hold him off. He's been hot all night and fast all night. But, I mean, I get why he's there.
Got a blinker right there behind Tiny Horses. Then Johnson goes high in front of the 08. And he's back now. Let's look at the 77 of Bull Ross.
88 took full advantage of that. Nate Johnson jumping out to the front. 2 trucks there just kind of holding up traffic. But, hey, They got as much room to that racetrack as everybody else does. Now you got to get around them.
A third line would probably be the best thing. It was like Bernheimer's going to try the upper high line and let he hits the wall.
He's into
Heavy
the wall.
contact into the wall.
Yep. Not something Kevin Bernheimer wanted to see at that point.
38, there's Tiny Horse right behind the 3. He's just tucked in right now. He's content being right where he's at. He'll look for an opening around the 3 and take it when he gets the opportunity. But Tegan's like you were saying earlier, he's racing other trucks. As long as he's the only one here, he's going to stay up here.
Absolutely. Now, they're not going to like him up there, but it is what it is.
Now he's going to start going back to the back in a hurry because nobody's going to be taking the high line. As now the Johnson team locked back up again. Now Bo Ross with them.
I feel like we should be talking about Band-Aids or something. Every time we say Johnson & Johnson, it's like I feel like that I need a Q-tip or a cotton ball.
I need a shot.
I need a shot. Give me a Johnson & Johnson shot. There you see Josh McKinney coming up there in the Toyota we were just talking about. That's a Supra, isn't it?
Well, it's Josh McKinney, yeah, in the Toyota Supra.
Yeah.
And then number 97. So Bo Ross back down to 11th overall, 6th in his division in the number 77. But these guys are pretty spread out now. Ramsdale now making a charge on the high side.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be one to watch at the very end. Jeff Ramsdale he's been moving around trying to stay as close as he can up there. But Josh McKinney, again, another guy that we've talked about in the past when we've done these races. So I'm not surprised to see him up there at this point with 28 minutes to go.
You know, just under 30 minutes, and that was the last competition caution. The rule book, from what I was being told with these guys, that blinker right there is actually the number 11 of Josh McKinney, not the 77. I'll have to fix that. But we were talking about, they're saying that the race control has the flag in their pocket, and they can throw it when there's more than 5 cars.
Right there. The car going upside down and riding the back wall. Looked like the Monster Energy car slammed into the wall.
What they're saying is they won't throw it unless than they did now, because it's supposed to be 5 cars are involved, and I believe they call that. So we can go back to a replay as we saw that it looked like quite a few drivers were in there, and we'll see what happened here.
What an exciting race brought to you by Wendigo.
We don't want that.
Yep.
That's what we want.
That's what we want. I'm like, oh, wrong thing. Yeah.
So you're looking for the Monster Energy car.
That's not the Monster Energy car.
It really isn't now.
Hey, he's up front. No, that's the Army car. Let me see if I can find it. What we have here.
I think who was driving the Monster Energy car. Oh, bam. So it looked like, well, there goes the 08 down to the Hello tire barrier. And again, this accident right here, guys, can probably eliminate a few cars if they've already done the. There you go. There you have it, Harold.
There's the 27 was also in that group.
Yeah, back that up if you can. Can you rewind that real quick?
Trying to get to that one.
Yeah.
Was it 83?
Yeah, so, but I mean, the red car here, it seems like to be the one that pushes the 83 over. He literally drives the wall. That was impressive. Folks, we just want to see. So keep going. Keep an eye on the red car right there. So this is the one. Yep. Now
he hooks. He hooks.
He hooks. Yeah.
Yep. He hooked. So.
And then there's more chaos after that.
Definitely more chaos after that. But yeah, we were able to pick that up. Caution back out. 25 minutes remaining. And
I thought that was Bill Klingbill. He does drive Monster. Yep. I don't know if he's used his. I don't know if he has a fast car back or fast repair back or not.
Looking for the 83.
Yeah.
He currently is being shown that he's already used the fast repair and he's on pit lane. Him and Tyler Rush.
Total Rush, yeah.
And they've been in there about 2 minutes right now.
Andy, you made a good point, and I didn't think about that. Nissan Altima does have a chance. That's more along the lines, going back to what we were talking about before, that's more along the lines of the body style. Like, yes, it could, when you think about a Camry, and you think along the lines, Nissan Altima would have a chance. I don't know why Nissan, that would have been the first one I would have thought would have jumped even before Honda, and because they typically do, they have that kind of body style. John Fitzgerald jumping in there said, "Go Bo Ross." So I didn't want to miss him. Sorry, John. I saw you in there a second ago. So what does this do here? And nothing really. I still think we have a lot of time left, Harold. So this isn't one of those moments of the race where we suddenly go, "Oh, well, that just caused utter, end all be all." But it's taken some, like I said, it's probably taken some vehicles out. Tyler Rush he's off now. And I think that was the second time for Tyler Rush. But I'm going to be honest. Let's keep. So yellow for timing is going to be. Klingbeil was a cup guy, right?
83.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was a cup guy, so I can't give that out. And Turtle Rush, yeah.
Here's a person that was involved as well in there, and he's already had to use his faster.
Yeah. So that's the 08. So why don't you? That's Kevin Gironi, I guess it is, or Garoni. Why don't you? There he is. Cueing the Sasquatch, ladies and gentlemen. If you weren't here earlier, that guy just means that somebody had a really bad night who didn't mean. What is that crew member wearing? What is this like? I don't even want to go there. Wow. That crew member needs to get a little church in him. Wow. That don't look right. That does not look right, boys and girls. I don't care on any level. You can say what you want. Well, that does not look right. So Kevin Groney gets the Truck Series Sasquatch Award, meaning Xfinity guys are still out there, and most of those guys are still running. So here we go, back to green. Everybody taking a shot. As you can see, your Cup guys are up there now. So when we talk about them, they're going to be in that pack. I think it's time for a monster.
Time for something.
Yeah. Hey, look, a 24 car with an Exalta design. You just don't see that anymore. Except for the car behind it that has it, and the car behind that has it. And, Wow. We didn't get anybody that liked. We didn't get anybody that gave us any paint schemes at all. So I'm a little hurt by that. And no favorites. Oh no, we had favorites earlier. I apologize. We did have favorites earlier.
Yeah, we had a few takers on who we wanted to win. Yellow is back out on the racetrack. A bunch of drivers involved in this one.
Oh, good. At this point, I might be able to give away the Xfinity one. Oh. Well, 2 trucks.
Like 3 trucks involved in that one, yeah. And the 36 is in there as well. That's Richard Crane. He's one of the Exalta drivers in the B Cup.
Oh, wow. There's an Exalta driver out there? No. Say it ain't so.
Wow. We did talk about one of the guys watching on YouTube is a paint designer, and he says you can get with him and he can fix some of these paint schemes.
Thank you, Andy, very much. Thank you.
So check out Black Magic Designs on Facebook and get with Andy Dunwoody.
Let the man at least give you something other than the same thing 17 other people have.
He has done some schemes for me.
Maybe I should have him do a Sasquatch scheme for me.
He's working on it.
Oh, never mind. Thank you, Andy.
Exalta all the cars.
Yeah. Oh, I'd kill you. Oh my gosh. I'd be like, well, this was the shortest series I've ever called. I gotta go.
Well, you got to let people know that you like hang out like right around the corner from the factory. Like, not that you were.
Yeah, I mean, I live in DuPont country, so I mean, if I really wanted to see the name Exalta, I go
Just
about
walk
a mile up the
outside.
road. Yeah, it's like everywhere. So that's where my what do we call it? Angst is coming from, I guess. But all right, well, who gets the? We got one more award we got to give out. I didn't see who all was involved in that, but
Well,
I mean, other than
coming down for pit servicing is the Cup Series. Let's see, Ramsdale. I'm trying to think of who else might have been. Let's see, somebody who might have had a bad like bounce night. See what Jorge Canales. Let's see. Ooh, contact right there. Wow! Oh
whoa,
no!
What the front door here, boys?
And he missed his
Nice.
pit stop. He'll back it up.
Well, I'm surprised he even found his pit stop.
He's still backing it
into the
up.
truck.
Back it
Yeah.
up. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, good. I think we found him.
So, apparently, my breath stinks from. I don't. My wife just showed up. Folks that are listening, apparently my breath was offensive through the microphone, and I apologize. My wife brought down 2 peppermints and a lifesaver. My apologies. I'll work on that for the next event. So,
But Andy,
but I'll be minty fresh here, Harold, in just a moment.
Andy Ken works with me at the church, so he ain't that far from me. And
Yeah, I'm very close.
And he's the muscle that Lori's bringing to the track. Remember, we talked about this already.
Oh, do I get to take somebody out?
Well, if he kept adding me to more stints, Lori was threatening him.
Oh, yeah. Don't do it, Andy. Don't do it. All right, so you're saying Jorge doesn't have any
He has
He's
18 incidents right now and no fast
all right,
repairs
so,
left. So
cue him one more time then. Let's cue the beast one more time. So that we get them all out. There he goes, Sasquatch heading across. The 3rd Sasquatch Award for the evening is going to be Mr. Jorge yeah.
yep,
I give up.
there he is, Mr. Jorge.
Jorge Canales. And I'd like to point out that the winners of tonight's awards, while they are the first one, by the way, Andy, maybe you can come up with one that they can put on their cars as an award, so that they can just keep adding them. That'd be
Sticker.
cool. A sticker, yeah. We need a Sasquatch Award sticker. But I'd like to point out
like a
that
contingency sticker kind of thing.
yeah, the
Decal.
2 guys that yeah, you know how they get checkered flags for winning along the top of their A pillars. We should put one like along the trunk hood or something like that. But just throwing that out there. The 2 guys that I picked to win tonight ended up winning something. They both won the Sasquatch Award.
I don't
Which,
know.
by the way,
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Well, it depends on really who you ask. A lot of people in my other series that I call, they appreciate it. Some of them don't. You know, some of them are a
Well,
little.
they also saying the other night that you weren't there because you were under the weather, that they don't want to see a Sasquatch Award anymore for the season now that we're in the playoffs.
Why?
They don't want it on their car.
Oh, well,
Like when he shows up, that means I probably am done for the season. As we're getting ready to go back, green flag racing with just
That is
under
true.
16 laps left.
That's
16
good.
minutes left.
yeah, getting a Sasquatch now in the first race of the year, you're okay. But you start picking them up in the later part of the year, you're not going to be happy. All right, well, it's Johnson & Johnson selling their wares out front with shots and Q-tips all around. Mr. Bernheimer is, of course, involved there, and Kayla McCarthy, who has suddenly come up to the front.
Definitely this group of 5 out to the front. bringing Ramsdale. And somebody down at the bottom. That's the number 97 of Ramsdale.
With an Exalta paint scheme, being shot out like a cannon. Look at this push. Wow, did they close? Something went wrong there. Bernheimer dropping like a rock.
Johnson with Kayla McCarthy now at 24 in the 24.
I'm sorry, folks, but that's funny as crap.
What?
Johnson & Johnson out front. This part of the race is being sponsored by Q-Tip. Johnson & Johnson's Q-Tips. Don't stick them too far or it will puncture. I like the paint scheme on the front of the Mr. Nate Johnson.
That's the Into Being LLC.
Yep. I like it.
I've always said this. If you have a sponsor on your car that just happens to be the title sponsor,
yeah,
I think it gives you a 10th. Andy, let me know. What do you think? 10th or more?
Wow. That's a 10th is a lot.
I mean, it gives you a lot.
Yeah. I mean, we could honestly think about it, that we've seen it in other series, so possible. Yeah. Although I'm guessing
13,
Tiny Horse
15.
has a little bit to say about that, though, Harold.
He doesn't like the fact that guy's in front of him for much longer.
No, he's going to make the move soon.
We're about 7 laps right now because they're about running about, I'd say they're running 45 seconds, so about 16 laps left.
Yeah. We're down to it right now, and he's going to push
Andy
and find
agrees
his
with
way.
me, definitely a 10th.
There you go. All right. So that's scientific right there, folks. You think in all those other iRacing places that try to broadcast, you're going to get that kind of in-depth stuff? No, you're not. No. Only here with One to Go Studios will you know that gives you a 10th. And it's scientific. Andy, he verified it.
Dave Gilbert putting up the fastest lap of the race here at the end. He's like,
with 13 minutes to go.
I'm ready to go. But I told you, he was hanging out in that second pack.
He was. You're right.
To stay out of trouble. And he's like, now it's go time.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, now if you've got the speed, you're coming to the front however you can. You don't have time to play around because like you said, 45-second laps. You're going to, yeah.
Andy
you
says that the Black Magic logo gives you 2 tenths.
Ooh. Well, hey, I mean.
Well, I can tell you, I lapped the field in an official race with a Black Magic paint scheme in the Dallara Indy official race.
And I better get one on my car.
In the Homestead, Miami. I was almost about ready to go 2 times across.
Sasquatch could hold a Black Magic label in his hand. Yeah.
I'm trying to find you a Sasquatch pit crew.
That would be killer.
That's what we're trying to find.
If there are any designers out there, we have some crazy ideas in our minds. Trust us. If you could help us out with any of that insanity, it'd be wonderful.
So we've got about 20-ish people watching the stream with just over 11 minutes left in the race. Which car are you? Right now I'm working his ARCA car because he's a D class, Andy. Well, rookie, technically.
I'm a rookie.
Rookie.
But I ain't got a steering wheel because somebody took
says
it.
Ryan. So right now, the new leader of the trucks, but these are all close, is Wheeler, followed by Brown, Kopp, Teagan, Ellswick, Scott, Finnegan are the trucks.
Yep. Well, there's only 4 of them that are on the same lead lap, right?
There's not many of them. So, like here, that is our trucks.
Yep.
Look at all those guys that are only 7 trucks remain, and only 4 of them on the current lap. Yes.
And thankfully, the guy who's leading the trucks is the only other guy I picked. So, hallelujah.
And then there's the B car.
We're not talking about bras here, Harold. We're talking about cars.
The B car, the Xfinity Series, has 9 cars here on the lead lap.
Yeah, they've been a pack all day, and And again, they can't worry about who's up front. They got to worry about their own group now. Now it doesn't matter who's running up front, unless you're
And
Johnson & Johnson.
Here is your 9 Cup cars.
Yep.
All on the lead lap.
Shout out to Kayla McCarthy. She was nowhere for most of the race. Now she is up there and she's gangster. So.
Yeah, she's not letting nobody just put him. 10 minutes left. 10 minutes. And if you have not watched a timed event, this is how it happens. Once the zeros hit the total time remaining, the very next time the leader touches the checkered flag, done.
The car turns into a pumpkin.
No, it's done.
Oh, thought that was midnight. Sorry, my fault. That would be interesting, though.
We all know anyone that wants to sponsor a race car. The guy works at Young's Motorsports on the truck and ARCA deal. Have them PM me. So we got a guy that's actually saying that he has room on a real IRL car, you know, in real life, ARCA and truck car.
That.
So check out Juan if you're looking to actually put some dollars on a racer. Wouldn't be the first driver or person that we know that has connections with real race teams, and we had Joey Atterbury call a race with us not too long ago.
Not too long ago. That's right.
And he is part of the Roush Performance team, and he runs the Roush Performance Esports team here on Facebook.
He was a good guy to call. I enjoyed him on that.
And
call.
He's a sports car driver, so he's run a lot of IMSA. He's a guy that I definitely would have need to talk to about Sebring coming up for our next endurance race, I believe, for the Black Magic Endurance team.
I hate that track.
Now, well, Andy's trying to get me to do Mount Panorama. I don't think that's going to happen.
Where's that?
It's Bathurst.
Ah, okay.
That's the other name for the track. Yeah.
Bathurst, I got. Yep.
But it is very difficult at that track. There's only a couple places that you really can pass. Going up the hill in that switchback's definitely not one of them.
So, but before we get into the utter chaos of, because I don't know if
8 minutes left. You know something's gonna happen.
Well, Tiny Horse, but you know, I'm still waiting for his move. So you assured it it's gonna happen, so I'm waiting for it. But folks, if you've listened to us tonight and you like what you hear and everything like that, do us a favor. We ask this a lot of times. Share it. Again, Harold and I have a Twitter feed that I do. You'll see Sasquatch pop up on that every once in a while. That's one of my babies. It came at Daytona a year ago out of an idea when I was doing the other tracks. So check us out and certainly share it. Tell friends to join us. We have this kind of fun all the time. Harold and I, we like calling these things together. So we hope we bring you a good quality broadcast, and hope you've enjoyed this one already.
7 minutes left, and yeah, but you know the greatest thing about it, Ken, split decision has us for the entire season.
The entire season. That's right. That's right.
So if you're bored,
about that.
You know, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Oh, contact in the back.
Saw that coming. That truck was slow, and they could not get out of the way. And this should bring the caution, and there it is.
Caution flag flies, but that car made heavy contact. See if we can get this wound in here.
It's the closing rate, and if you're out there, there's nothing you're going to do. You're just going to get crushed.
See the green truck on the upper side there. You see the 70 slides out. Oh, he comes back down on the 11, gives him another tap. And then we got cars flying every which way. The 8, ooh, that's Gitchell that goes around the 48.
Yep.
All the way, out of the wall.
Man.
Wow, all the way to the wall.
Michael Gitchell was having a good race today.
Try to see this again so we can see some more drivers. But see,
it's almost like he gets nervous, Harold. Watch him.
Well, he goes to go high, the 70 does, and he's like, oh, dang, I got no room up there.
Yep.
And the 37 and the 48 there, and boom. Big contact, the 37 there.
That's in time for the 70 today. So.
To what will be happening now? 5 minutes remaining.
Well, now you've got literally, you better hammer down and get around, because you're not. You don't make the move right off the drop. You're not getting it.
Larry, I did talk to Dave. Dave is going to be the one doing the Sunday night races, but I'll be helping him out with his overlays. But he wants to take a stab at it. Ken and I are both pastors, so Sunday's usually not a really good day for us. I might, maybe, show up and drive. Don't know. South is possible. But Larry, yeah, we definitely. I mean, we did do the championship race.
We did. Yep.
We did call that.
That was fun.
So we might do something like a special or something like that. But no, we're not. We're pretty much trying to leave our weekends open.
We do other fun things on the weekends.
Yep.
So.
We have youth groups to run and church folk to appease and
roller coasters to ride.
Well, that's kind of like our mission field. We go out to we go out to theme parks and talk to people.
That's it. So we enjoy what we do. That's for sure.
Which is another thing. Like you talk about Charlotte now, we hear there's a theme park there.
Caraway, right?
Yeah, Carowinds,
and we have the passes for it. So.
Yeah, the Cedar Fair Platinum passes. So we're gonna take this show on the road quite a bit this next season.
Yeah, if you follow, can you throw the Twitter up one more time just in case?
And Andy has to get in there. We will be going up to Shellhammer Raceway,
right,
to watch some go-karts go running around.
That's true, Andy. We've already discussed that. There you got my there's my Twitter, and then Harold's got One to Go Studios. You guys want to follow us there? Also Facebook. Facebook is it's my name, Ken Kushwa. Follow me there. You'll see what Harold and I are up to pretty much all the time because there isn't much time that we aren't doing something together. So,
yep, especially the weekends. Sometimes during the week too.
Yeah.
Occasionally, we'll do something during the week. We did we did my birthday out there, did some roller coaster. Carowinds has Fury. The Dale Senior roller coaster is actually at King's Dominion in Richmond.
Yep.
Outside of Richmond. Been on it a bunch of times. Ken has looked at it.
I have.
I'm just saying. I've been on it. He's watched it. Just saying.
A lot. I've enjoyed every moment of the faces as they come by.
That thing is a monster, but there's Fury 305, I believe, is the Carowinds version of pretty much the same roller coaster. But yeah, the Intimidator 305 is at King's Dominion, and it is one beautiful race themed roller coaster. You go down into the Daytona tunnel, basically into the area in where it sits, which is really cool. I think that's one of the best designs for theming.
Well placed. Yep.
So about 2 minutes left here. Pace cars, lights are off. So man, we're gonna do basically one of these green whites almost. So there will be no more cautions. Under 5 minutes, they will not throw the caution flag.
So in other words, if they all crash and there's one car left, he's gonna win it all. So.
Okay, well, I've not been to Carowinds, so Mike, if you're right that it's there too, cool. I just know that it's the one I know is the one that's in King's Dominion. Someone's getting a mustache.
Sweet.
All right, whatever. Somebody's getting on somebody's grill, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Here we go. So, Tiny Horse is on the outside. He's your man.
Yep.
He's your pick. But I tell you, that 24, I'd like to see her go around everybody. Let's see what she's got. I still think Kevin Bernheimer in that 28. I don't care how much damage he has. He's at a rocket ship all night. So let's see what happens. And this is where he shall be ducking off the track. It'll just be one lap, right?
Probably this is it.
So there's absolutely no way to build speed. I mean, you're just going to race back to that line. I mean, they might build some momentum in the back, but there you see 24 showing up. Come on, Caleb. Let's see what you got. Everybody else is just going to be pulling away or dropping back, excuse me, because these three are going to be hooked up. He's going to have to make the move coming off this turn.
Kayla trying to figure out what's happening. Oh,
Go
contact
high.
in the back there, about mid-pack. Cars around. This is the final lap here.
Yep, we are not dropping it. Final lap.
That is a checkers.
Yeah. How about that? You know,
Johnson, McCarthy. It was. There was nobody trying.
Yeah, Johnson & Johnson. Well, their products are going to be on again. That's good. Looks like Guillermo Alvarez was up there in
number 84. Yep.
84.
So we'll see if we can find some of these guys. So
and Matthew Cobb.
So Nate Johnson, the winner for overall from Team Taco.
Folks, stick with us. We will be interviewing the winners. So if you want to hear what they have to say and what they think about tonight's first race, hang in there with us.
Guillermo, who says the other one? Trying to find them here.
That's a good way to get down the pit lane.
Yeah, you
like it.
There's some extra stuff
Tear
there.
up the grass. There's some swirlies.
And Matthew Cobb.
Hey! Who just slid right on through.
Now, did I pick Matthew?
I don't, not that.
I think
Nobody.
I think I did.
Maybe? No. Did you? No.
I think I did for the
I'm
trucks.
I'm going up to William Kerwin's choices first, because then he told us. So.
I'm waiting for one more. I'm looking for Guillermo Alvarez.
You did. I hate you.
I did. I thought I picked one of them. All right. So we got people doing all kinds of donuts here. So we're gonna try to talk to these guys. I'm gonna hold it right. I'm gonna get right here in a decent car there. Let's put him right there. And then let's try to get this fixed here and talk to drivers. Man, it's always nice to. But it just, like you said, I kind of expected to see something, at the end, but we didn't. So let's, there you go.
Like it.
And they give him his name on here. So, boom. There it is. Boom. All right, let's talk the date. There's Guillermo. All right, got everybody now. Nate Johnson, you're in the booth with Harold and Cushy. You got the 88 intobeing.com Ford into victory lane. It's a race win and class win for the opener here for your season.
Dude, I'm so excited. This is my first win ever in Cup in this series. We've been doing it for a couple of years now. I'm just so pumped to get this car in victory lane.
Dude,
and a Daytona, no less.
Yeah, right. Dude, nice job. Hell of a paint scheme, by the way. And
thank you.
Not only is it the first race, but you got the sponsor in victory lane in Daytona on your first win. You can't ask for anything better than that, can you?
No, I really can't. That's so crazy. I'm so happy.
Tell us about your night. Car looked good, stable all night long. Anything you do different? I mean, you won, so obviously there's something different. But I mean, how did it feel all night?
Dude, it was crazy back there with all the classes. I didn't expect the Cup cars to be as well matched. I thought they're gonna be faster than the other classes, and just trying to keep the car clean back there and not getting caught up in any wrecks and everything was crazy. And had to take a 3 wide once to get around an Xfinity car. And after that, I was just trying to stay in the lead. And that late caution really helped because I wouldn't have been able to make it on gas.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, it was that close.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard a tidbit right there. He would not have made it. So
I would not.
Wow. Definitely. Yeah. All right. Well, Nate, before I let you go, man, who's helped you get this car into victory lane tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my sponsor, Intubeing. We do really good medical device development. It's really cool. Guys in this league are awesome. I got a podcast on Saturday to listen to. And shout out to my mom, too. I think she might be watching. So, hi, Mom.
All right.
Sweet.
Nate Johnson, your winner in that Ford Mustang brings it home in the next generation Cup Series car for race number 1 in the new season. So Nate, we'll let you get back to victory lane for celebration.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thanks, Nate.
All right, we're going to get now with the number 84. That's Guillermo. Let's try to find a car to show you a picture of. There it is.
There it is.
It's a Hendrix car.
Hey, it is.
Well, let's talk. Let's you talk to Guillermo.
All right. Guillermo Alvarez, you got Cushy up here in the booth with Harold. How you doing, man? You won your class. Can't argue with that for a first race of the season, right?
Probably not. I know it wasn't easy, especially when you are behind the cop cars.
So that's a great point. I'm glad you started with that. Do you guys in the Xfinity cars, does it cause you to dance around a whole lot more because they're just pushing so much air and is that what's causing the car to do what it does?
It's not as evident as it is with the cop car. You kind of get side by side, and the side draft kind of moves you all over the place. That I don't think it's modeled quite exactly for the Xfinity cars, but I don't know if any kind of air messes up with the cop car, but I know it's not easy for them.
I think you're right. I don't think there's anything that matches with a cup car, especially now that they've got those rounded bumpers as well. But yeah, man, you came out at the end. You were where you needed to be at the end. So congratulations on your series win, obviously. Is there anyone that you'd like to give a shout out to, or you'd like to say thanks to for getting you where you are?
Shout out to the owners of the league, the team, and Jorge Canales. I know he's my big daddy when it comes to NASCAR.
Love it. Love it. Well, hey, Guillermo, thanks so much. It was really fun to watch you. Look forward to seeing you the rest of the year. We're going to be calling you. Hopefully we talk to you again, okay?
Sure thing, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Guillermo Alvarez, 84, and that was your B Series division winner. And now I'll get to talk to Mr. Kopp.
That's right, because you picked
That's right. Matthew Kopp in the number 22, Back the Blue. Love the design of the car. I picked the truck that wins the division. Great job tonight putting that truck into victory lane on race number 1 of the new season.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Fun race, long. I used my quick repair early, so I was kind of nervous about that.
Well, that was the one thing we said, Harold. I said that. Now, let me ask you this, Matthew. This is Cushy. Did you drop back and just hang as best you could so that you weren't? I mean, once you use that fast repair that early, it'll tighten you up real quick, won't it?
Yeah, I felt like I needed to run around the back just to maintain and try to avoid what I could. Sometimes that's good. Sometimes it could be bad getting caught up in stuff back there, but I was lucky enough to avoid anything that came my way.
Good looking truck, by the way. Nice paint scheme. Love the design and everything. But yeah, you had a great race. It was a fun first race of the year. So you kind of put a stamp on the season already. But is there anyone you want to shout out to or give a scream to there?
Just the guys I run with on the team on this league, Benefil and Manwaring and Ackerman and Caleb Ellswick. He ran a good race. I thought he was going to get it until he had a mishap on pit road. And then outside of here, I'm on a motorsports team called Falcon Motorsports. Just put win 101 for Falcon Motorsports. So I'd like to shout out to them too.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
All right.
All right.
It was a good job there from Matthew Kopp. And basically, we'll see you guys again next week. And hopefully, you can keep the streak moving with the Back to Blue car. Like I said, love the paint scheme, love the numbers on that thing. Wish you luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Good broadcast as usual.
Thanks, sir.
All right, so, man, that was pretty much all of our drivers now. I'm going to send it up into the air on our blimp here.
Blimp it.
I'm going to blimp it. There it goes. Bang, there it is.
How about it?
And we're going to go over our results real quick. Got a lot to go over here. In the Into Being triple threat season opener. We had Nate Johnson winning in the gold or the yellow, basically. Now the numbers on the left those are their position, and I'm gonna have to go and fix those because those are the case number. I did not look at those. So, but their car numbers is the proper coloring, and I'll fix that thing. And the results didn't look at that.
They'll be all right, Harold. Just right.
Yeah, no problem. So the Cup cars 1, 2, and 3 be Johnson, and McCarthy. Then Guillermo Alvarez is the first B car to come across. Then Kevin Bernheimer, Patrick Anderson. That's 4 and 5. Kopp winning the Truck Series. Then Wood with the X car. Mr. Wheeler was your pick. He came in second for the trucks. And then Josh McKinney brings it home third in the B car.
Harold wants to talk about brawls so badly I can feel it. All right, Mark Ackerman in the 37, the fourth in the blue car, but it's not really the blue car, it's the Xfinity car, so it's easier that way. Bo Ross in the 77, Michael Gitchell had that late issue at the end. Jeff Ramsdell there in the 97, Andy Turner in the 35, seventh overall in the Cup Series. John Peterson in the 17, and Adam Benefiel, you just heard him mentioned as one of the team members. Keith Fonseca, Dave Gilbert, and then Marty Brown there is third in the trucks.
Here we got the back group here is Richard Crane, David Scott, Finnegan, Teagan. And Teagan was actually, was leading the trucks until towards the end there. I think I ended up 3 laps down. Then Ellswick, Alward, Klingbeil. And Klingbeil, we saw him in quite a few altercations on the racetrack. Jorge Canales, William Page was another one that was up front of the trucks. And then Corey Harages, I would say. And then we got...
We could be wrong. We probably are.
Most
you got Kevin Gironi in the 08. Tyler Turtle Rush did not have the day he was probably hoping for. Justin Gibbs there in the 93 was having issues early on. Went out, came back. Luke Smith in the 10. Dave Desparos in the 68. Vinny Tabi in the 47. Dylan Clark, the 34. John Humphrey there in the 4 car. Nathan Manwaring was mentioned earlier. And my boy, Taco Gortman in the 16.
And last group here is Ryan Cruz, Jacob Hirsch, and Josh Saucy. And Josh Saucy was actually he was an admin, so
yeah, he didn't even launch.
So, man, that is pretty much it from Daytona here. And this is our group. Our race summary here. Bang, there he goes. Nate Johnson's your winner for the season opener. 6 caution for 22 laps. At 43 drivers start the race. David Gilbert putting up the fastest time. 46.694 for the McConey Setup Shop race recap for the season open here at Daytona International Speedway for the Into Being Turtle Shells Triple Threat season opener for split decision racing. Man, that was a whole lot.
Well, yeah, that's a mouthful. And by the way, when you say Johnson and McCarthy, I mean, it sounds like you're talking about a law group, but that's the way it came out tonight. So I
was thinking, Johnson and Johnson meets the Beatles, but
Yeah, I was thinking music too. But
and we continue Deja Vu next week with Las Vegas.
Oh my goodness.
Which we called last season. So, and then we go to the first week that'll be new for us with these guys with Phoenix, followed by, get this, Ken.
Oh wow.
Indy Road. We're gonna call a road course with 3 different NASCAR series at Indy Road. That is going to be interesting. And something I saw later in the season, and I want to see drivers and I want to see their paint schemes. Guys, listen to me. Yeah. I am a Star Wars fan. Yeah. Kansas on May the 6th is May the Force Be With You Star Wars race.
Yeah.
I want to be blown away.
That's it.
I am a big Star Wars fan. Yeah, do not disappoint me, please. Do not do it. We'll have to figure something out on our end for that race because that is a big thing for us. So big that we have I want to say May the 4th is actually on Wednesday, and we have something special going on for our youth group at church.
We do. We've got May the 4th be with you eating food involved. So I look forward to that. That'll be awesome. Hey, everybody watching and listening tonight, thank you so much. It was an absolute pleasure to talk back and forth. Loved when we got into the cars. That's the kind of stuff I want to talk about. I appreciate you all chiming in. Chip Kelly, you were awesome. The Michael, Andy, thanks for jumping in. Ryan Cruz, Larry Dickerson. Let's see, who else do we have? Juan Williams not on there anymore. But a couple of you other guys, man, it was a blast. I hope everybody enjoyed it.
Yep. The broadcasts are always better when we have interaction. We between the two of us, we're professional talkers. We're pastors. For gosh sake, I always get told, it's like, man, you talk a lot. I'm like, yeah, I'm a pastor. You want me to say next slide?
Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's my job, right? Yeah, exactly. So if you want to be entertained, show up. If you want to be thoroughly entertained, show up and talk to us.
That's it.
And we'll be putting up another race with you guys next week, coming out to Las Vegas on the 4th of February before our next broadcast. Had some little hiccups with the different streams, but they're all fixed, I think. And I found the one thing we're going to have to fix with the overlays, but I think we've gotten the gremlins put to bed. We got the good race off. Didn't have anybody cut us off today.
Nah, man, we drug them gremlins behind the trucks. That's what we did.
That's right.
It was a good night.
So for Harold Darner and Ken Cushy, I'm going to sign off from One to Go Studios live from Daytona International Raceway here on a Friday night, and we'll see you guys at the next turn.
What an exciting race brought to you by One to Go Studios. Here they come out of turn 4 to the white flag, and it's 1 to go. Thank you to all our sponsors, drivers, and viewers.